What's going on, everybody? How are you all doing? Welcome to Dylan Talks Tone on a random Wednesday night. For those of you that are new to the channel, one of the things we do when we get a new guitar around here is we live unbox it. Because if we're going to talk about a guitar on a channel, I don't ever want it to be like you got a special guitar, you get special whatever, or maybe you did something off camera to tell us that this guitar is amazing. We want to keep everything super legit. So I haven't even seen this guitar. It's in the box. I have not cut it open. I did take it out of the big Sweetwater box. So sweetwater.com, you can go there. There's a link in the description. And you can buy this guitar as well as all of your other needs. Thank you to my Patreon supporters who support us on this channel, patreon.com/Dylan Talks Tone. I think that's this button right here. And also go to DylanTalksTone.com for all your pickup needs. So there's a little sponsory stuff out of the way. Because that's what allows us to be able to, Patreon especially, to do this kind of stuff, because we don't get special consideration from, you know, dealers and guitar makers and stuff. So we have to buy this stuff. So I ordered this guitar today, or a couple days ago, because this has been something that's kind of been on my bucket list. Not bucket list, but kind of on my list to get. This is an interesting guitar. I also want to do a comparison with this guitar with another one that I have that I'll grab here in a minute. And also, if you have any questions or anything, let's see. I've got you right. Hang on. One of the things we do. Got you right over here, so I can. It's a couple minutes behind, but I can. All right, let's get this thing out of the box. Knife of choice today is going to be the Winkler Knives SD1. This is probably one of my new favorites, to tell you the honest truth. It's I've been carrying a fixed blade quite a bit lately, and I really, really like it. All right, so one of the things you're going to see is hard shell case. And you're also going to see that it is not a plastic hard shell case. So, I get a lot of, how do you want to say, I don't want to say ridicule. I get a lot of consternation from viewers because they say that I'm not into vintage stuff and that I don't like, because I only like weird stuff, carbon fiber and all that. But the bottom line is, I like everything. And so hopefully this is going to be one of those things that kind of convinces you of that, or not convinces you, but I'll tell you what, let's do this. I think I can add my camera on my phone as a camera, and we can look at this dude together. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we've got camera. This is the first time I'm seeing it, just as you are seeing it. This is the American Vintage 2 Telecaster in seafoam with a rosewood fretboard in the vintage style case. Let's see what it comes with in this case. Sorry for the little shakes. I'm actually using my phone. We'll get the goodie bag out, and we will look at the goodie bag here in a minute. I'll just throw that up on the desk. But there's that. That's pretty sick, man. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the other camera, and we will look this thing over, and we will plug it in, and we will give it a whirl. And I will stop in a minute and we will answer some questions that you may or may not have about this guitar. There's no string tension on it. So the saddles are all whack. I'll have to fix that. Okay, first of all, the guitar is very, very light. It's 6.5 pounds for sure. It is a nitrocellulose finish. Yep, nitrocellulose finish. It is a laminated rosewood fretboard, so it's not a slab board. I believe this thing is made to be kind of spec'd after a 1963. So it's got clay dots. Maybe they're imitation clay. I'm not sure if they're real clay. I think they are though. It's got the normal old school knurled knobs. It's got the top hat switch tip, which I personally love. We've got the old school safety post tuners, which are my favorite. Probably have a bone nut. It's got a tinted neck on it. So one of the things we need to do first off is let's detension these strings really quick. I gotta move these around. I don't know why they're all whack on the saddles. So let's fix that really quick. Not sure why that happened. No big thing to fix up really quick though. That needs to go there. And that one needs to go. Sorry, I know this is amazing television, but I told you, we try to keep this real. All right, cool. Got that all sorted. Now let's go ahead and throw a strap on it and we'll get it tuned up. And, ooh, man, this is, here. Ah, this is cool. This is cool. Take my bracelet off really quick. Let's get this thing tuned up. Before we do that, let's ask some questions here. Answer some questions if anybody's got any questions. Let's see. I think I know what it is. Yep, it's an American Vintage 2. That's exactly what it is. Texas Toast Chris, yeah. It's not Jazzmaster cool, but it's cool. Everybody says approved. Blah, 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 blah. Excellent. I believe, let's go ahead and get this thing tuned up really quick. And, so my flat 6 tele pickups were very much modeled after these pickups. Well, no, after a 66. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like all excited and I don't know how to tune a guitar all of a sudden. This is the boring part of these unboxing videos because they are always a little tedious at this part while we try to get the everything sorted. Totally resonant, bro. Whoa, the resonance. It's like totally resonant. The tone wood must be like totally tone wooding and stuff. Cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and listen to this and make sure that it is levels are good, and then you're gonna hear it, and we're gonna. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mute this microphone so you're not hearing like doubled up. This thing is freaking cool, man. I'm stoked to own this. I've wanted one of these for, well, I've wanted a vintage spec telly for a long time. So one of the problems with Fender, in my opinion, with the Fender lineup is they don't have any truly vintage spec guitars available to buy in 2023. And I think this is the closest to it. And if I was going to get a Strat or a Telly or a Jazzmaster or something, I would get a Telly because I don't personally own a Telly. Now I do have the American Pro 2 here right now. Now this is Chris Hendrix's guitar. Again, thank you to Patreon because he's a Patreon member that allowed me to have this guitar even before he had it. And so that's why I have this guitar. So we are doing some things to this. If you recall from a video, I had to replace the nut, so I was working on that today. But this is all stock right now, but this is like a modern vintage version of this guitar, which is really cool. So we're going to do a comparison video between these two things and talk about the gives and takes of it, because they are about somewhere around $400 apart. I think this guitar is $1,700 and this guitar is $2,100. So you have to spend $2,000 to get a good vintage spec Tele, which is really cool. I mean, that is what it is. I've said for a long time that $2,000 is what it takes, and this is it. So as far as setup goes and stuff, now I've not done like measurement, but it looks really good. The fretwork is perfect. I haven't found any noisy frets or anything just plinking around on it, but I'll really go over it really well. It's got proper string wrapped pickups. They're 187 magnets, probably at A5s. I haven't measured anything, obviously, because you just saw me take it out of the box. All nitrocellulose lacquer finished back of the neck, serialed like the vintage ones here on the neck plate. No pushy-pulley weirdo stuff. It's just all properly good vintage spec Tele. So there you go. Let me see if there's any questions over here that anybody might have. Let's see. What do we got? And it does sound good. I'm impressed. I definitely don't like the neck pickup. That would be the one weakness. The bridge pickup's phenomenal, but the neck pickup's a little woolly to me. However, I'm probably going to leave it alone for a while and just play it and then just enjoy it and see if there's something that I can like about it and grow to like about it. So I'm going to probably leave it alone for a little bit and probably use it for kind of comparison against my own stuff. Maybe I was thinking about maybe looking at the flat sixes, maybe see if there's a V2 that needs to happen. Maybe we need to tighten some stuff up. That sort of thing. That's what I was going to use for this. But yeah, man. And like the nitrocellulose finish is totally like tonal. And yeah. Didn't even have to get out my tinfoil hat today. So yeah, man, super cool. I'm glad everybody was able to come and check this thing out. If you have any questions, get it in here at the last minute and we'll see if we can say hello to you and answer any questions. Nice crunch. Yeah, so that maybe change the pots. Probably not, because they're probably just CTS 250s, I would imagine. This is I was just using the Super Reverb profile on the Tonex pedal, and for the crunch side we just put a Wampler Moxie, which is like a TS10 sort of thing, in front of it. So I think it sounds really great. Must sound good because it's green. Honestly, that's why I picked this color, to tell you the truth, because I wanted this color. Let's see. Didn't old Teles have the same polarity up so they didn't have hum canceling? Are those that way? Hang on. Let me check that. Hang on one second and I will grab my polarity checking tool and we will answer that question. I believe you are correct, sir. I believe these are both north up. So yes, they were not hum canceling in the middle position. So there you go. All of ours are, because I think that's the myth that makes it sound different enough for any real reasonable person with like actual feelings and a life. They would rather, like, and who has maybe the possibility of having a girlfriend someday, probably doesn't care about the tonal change that possibly maybe on a rainy day on a Friday during the playoffs could possibly change in the middle position. So that benefit is not as good as the noise canceling. So I would say RWRP to me is the way to go. That's why we do everything that way. Is there pickups in this month's Guitar World or next month? It's online. So there's an article about Run DMC and Big KO. So Daryl McDaniels and Big KO and all the stuff that they're doing right now. And Big KO is Run DMC's guitar player, and some new stuff that they're doing together. And he's using my P90s and a Firebird pickup that we have not actually come out with yet. So that will be out. Is this replacing your Explorer if I didn't already have one? So the Explorer is for sale. I just put like a feeler out. The Explorer is for sale. I want $1,100 for it. Of course, I've only played it like 4 times. I mean, I've not played it that much. More for room than the money. If I don't get what I want for it, I'm going to keep it because it's cool and I really like it. It's just a matter of a finite amount of room that we have for guitars around here. And so that's kind of the thing. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, this thing is really good. Somebody asked about nitrocellulose. Yeah, everything has, it's not a poly undercoat. It's actually Simtex sealer, which is, I guess it's a polyurethane, but I hesitate to say that because people think polyurethane and they think thick, and it's not. Guitar players need to get over the fact that what they saw in 1985 is not the way it's done anymore. And so, yeah, you just need to let that go. Cool. Well, that's it, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. And I appreciate everybody's, coming and hanging out with me. So at least now we know this thing's good. And this is the third Fender in a row that I have taken out of the box that has been absolutely perfect. So if you've been on the fence about buying a Fender guitar because maybe there was some quality blah, blah, blah that you heard from some knucklehead on the internet, I'm telling you right now, this knucklehead on the internet has tried a bunch of these and they're really good. So you should get one ASAP. There is a link in the description that helps out the channel. If you use that link, even if you don't buy one of these, go buy some strings, something else. That does help out the channel. I appreciate it, and check out our pickups at Dylan Talks Tone. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you tomorrow night for our live stream.